Welcome back to Box Office Maniacs. Tonight I have a review, I guess, of sorts, but more or less kind of a rant about the new television show called The Mist. Now, I am a huge fan of the original book from Stephen King that actually came in a book called Skeleton Crew with a bunch of other short stories, and The Mist was one of those stories. When I read that, and I believe it was way back, I was either in grade school or high school when I read that book, I was glued to those pages. I thought it was one of the best stories I have ever read, and I still think it's one of Stephen King's best books. And anytime I leave out early in the morning and you got that fog and the mist, and and I'll always forever go back to that book thinking, oh man, what is out there? What is in there? What sort of spiders or tentacles or monsters are out there in that fog? And, it's just one of my favorite stories. And actually, Vince and I are talking about doing something for Horror Month this month about The Mist as well, so stay tuned for that in October. But for now, here is my thoughts on the first episode. Alright, first of all, the book, if anyone has never read it, and I'm not going to give out full spoilers here about the book, I'm just going to give you sort of the summary of what the book was. And actually, they made the Mist movie, and I know a lot of people really like the Mist movie, and a lot of people are fumed by the ending of it. The last 2 to 3 seconds of the movie, they changed and made it completely different than the book, and a lot of people just blew up about that. The story in the book is a very simple one. You have a guy and his kid who goes into town to go to a grocery store. They live in a small town. While they're in a grocery store, this mist starts gathering on the outside and completely surrounds the grocery store, and people who are going out are basically getting killed out in the mist because there's creatures out there. And he kind of leaves it sort of up to your imagination of what sort of stuff is out there. You got some of the big spiders, and you have these tentacle monsters, and there's all this crazy, creepy stuff out there in the mist. But for the most part, he doesn't really give an explanation of where it came from, why it was there, what's really out there, what's really going on. And it's a lot like John Carpenter's the movie The Thing, and I just loved it because of that. I just loved the book. So now we have this TV series, and I've been seeing commercials for it for a while now, and they weren't that good. Even the commercials weren't that good. So I gave it a chance. I was like, oh man, because what I was hoping was they were going to develop these characters and then eventually get into the situation that was from the book. No, absolutely not. None of that actually ever occurred in this whatsoever. And I don't understand the people who are writing these TV series. I don't understand the writers themselves. I don't understand the people who made this series. I don't understand anything about this show. For the simple fact that it is filled with nothing but old cliches of rehashed stories that's been done 10 bazillion times. And I can't believe they even did that for this series, because the whole point of the series was it was original and it kept you guessing and you didn't know what was going on. Okay, let me start from the beginning here. First of all, you have like some sort of squeaky clean family, sort of. It seems like the daughter doesn't drink, she don't go to parties, she don't go out with a teenage crowd because her mom keeps her in the house all the time and blah, blah, blah. So then one day she wants to go out to go to a party, and her mom says, no, you can't go to the party. But then her dad's like, yeah, go to the party. So she goes to the party. What happens? I'll give you one guess, and you will probably be correct. She goes to the party, she gets drunk, she wakes up, and she has been molested by somebody. And who would that somebody be? They're hinting that it's the jock from high school. I don't think it is, but I don't really care. And who is the jock's father? The sheriff of the town, of course. Who else would it be? Then you have the guy who is from the Arrowhead company that created the mist or whatever started this thing, which we never did find out in the book, but he has memory loss. Oh, and in the first 5 seconds of the show, what do they have to do? They gotta kill a dog off, and they gotta show a graphic, picture of the dog torn apart. So stupid. I'm so sick of that crap. Every horror movie they show a dog, the dog's gonna die. And I thought, well, maybe this will maybe be different. Nope, I mean, the dog was dead before, you know, you could blink. So now then you have some sort of mystery woman who is running around and she knows she's some sort of a martial arts expert or something. Don't even know who she is, don't even care. And you got this old couple who's running around and they're all about the environment and they don't want to use cars and they use their bicycles. Then you got the church and the religious stuff, and it's like you just take the book of cliches and you open up to A and goes all the way through Z. That's the show. Then they kept showing bugs everywhere. Bugs crawling all over things and bugs this and bugs that. And I'm starting to think to myself, okay, are they going to say because of the mist they're mutating these bugs and making them gigantic bugs and these gigantic roaches and bugs are going to be... I'm almost 100% sure that's what's going to happen. And that is so completely stupid, people. Just stupid. And the acting in this show wasn't that great. It was not good. Not good at all. The effects were okay. I mean, they weren't terrible. What effects they did have in the show were okay. The mist actually didn't even begin in the show until about 45 minutes into the show, and then the mist showed up, and of course the show was over. So there's no telling, you know, what's going to happen, what's in the mist in this rendition of this story. There'll probably be zombies. I mean, that's the only thing they haven't had in here. Zombies. It'll probably be turn everybody into zombies or something. Who knows? But as first episodes go, this was as bad as it got. I mean, I was so looking forward to this, and everything about it was bad. And I just sat here watching, oh my God, this is stupid. This is so stupid. This is just so stupid. And I can't believe, you know, that all this talent and all these people and all this money and all the actors and all the time it took to put this thing together, this is what we got? Really? I mean, this is it? If you're planning on watching a show, please go read the book first. Read the book and then watch the show, because you don't really want to watch this and just get this sour taste in your mouth and think, oh, that's so terrible. Why would I ever want to read the book? The book's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And the movie, for the most part, is actually really, really good as well. Now, I was thinking about trying to suffer through all these episodes and come on here every week and give you a review of the next episode, because the show is so bad that it'll probably get worse before it gets even worse, I guess. So, I guess I would have to rate this episode. A 1 out of 5. Yeah, it's that bad. Unless it turns around. I mean, I could be totally wrong here and completely shocked that, oh man, this is going to be terrible, and then it turns around and be something really good. I highly, highly doubt that, but I will give it at least 5 episodes. I will put effort into 5 episodes of this, and after the 5th episode, if it's unwatchable, sort of like The Dome was, I'm done. But I'll give it a chance, because I don't want to just, you know, say, okay, this is terrible, never going to watch it again. I do like giving things a chance. So maybe I'll be back next week. I don't know. We'll see. I'll come back and maybe it'll be a good episode. I don't think so, but it's possible. And if you want to see that next review and more reviews from this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the little bell up there, because it will let you know when we upload videos and whatnot from the satellite in space, which I think this is where they should send this series into space and let it float around, unless an alien species actually finds this and thinks that this is real entertainment. I have no idea what I'm talking about anymore.